guys, it's Lexi. I just wanted to record a quick video and talk about something that has been on my mind lately, and especially today. And I want to talk about self-acceptance. It's something that I've struggled with for a long time, that I still struggle with. It's something that countless people out there struggle with every single day. And there's no quick way to learn how to accept yourself. There's no instant fix for it. It's a struggle. It's a journey, and it's something that takes time. And one of the things that I've struggled the most with in accepting about myself is my stutter. And for those of you who don't know, I've stuttered since I was about 10, and it was brought on by anxiety, and I struggled with it a lot when I was younger, especially. And it took me a long time, over 10 years, to realize that it's not the most important thing about me. It's not the only thing that defines me. There are so many other things about myself that are important, and so much more important than that one little word that I might stutter on here and there. And I've become comfortable enough that it doesn't really bother me a lot of the time anymore. I have good days where I barely stutter, like right now. And I have days where I just have a really hard time, and it's really frustrating, and I stutter a lot. And I've had shows where I get up on stage and I stutter in front of an audience, and people laugh at me. And but the main reason that I wanted to talk about accepting yourself, flaws and all, today is because I know it can be difficult. I know it can be difficult to accept yourself when the voices inside of you are telling you that there's something wrong with you. And it can be a million times harder when there are people on the outside who are judging you for the things that you're beating yourself up for. And today I went to Dunkin' Donuts to get coffee for me and my mom and my Nana, and I went through the drive-thru, and that is something that 4 years ago I wouldn't have done, because going through a drive-thru absolutely terrified me. And it was something that I used to dread doing, but I've forced myself to do it enough over the years that it's not so scary anymore. And so today I went to the drive-thru and I ordered coffees, and I stuttered. I stuttered on one word, and I didn't think much of it, but the lady in the drive-thru at Dunkin' Donuts had to turn off her microphone for a second to compose herself because she was laughing so hard at me. And you would think that telling the story that it really would have beat me down, and it really would have hurt, and it did hurt for about 5 minutes. And then I realized that I have come so far, and I have done so much work on myself, and I have tried my hardest to accept all of me, all of my flaws, all of the things that I might not necessarily like about myself, because they make me who I am. And I wasn't gonna let that woman at the drive-thru diminish all of that hard work that I've done. Yes, it sucked. It absolutely sucked. It hurt. Whatever. She didn't get a tip. But I realized that as I was driving away, I could let it get me down. I could let it destroy my self-confidence and take away all of the work that I've done to accept myself over the past more than a decade. Or I could use it for good. I could use it to show people out there that you don't have to listen to those people. That you can accept yourself and love yourself and be happy with yourself, flaws and all, regardless of what the lady at the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru thinks of you. I'm not gonna revert back to being myself 3 or 4 years ago, the person who was afraid to go through a drive-thru, the person who was afraid to talk on the phone, the person who was afraid of what everybody thought of me. I have days. Yeah, I have days where I worry about it, but not nearly as much as I used to, because I realized that the people who really matter to me, like my family, they're the ones who are patient with me and they're always there with me and they always support me, and I didn't want to cry. It doesn't matter what some stranger says about me, because the people who love me are gonna love me, not in spite of my flaws, but because of my flaws. And I feel that way. I feel that way because I have such a strong family that stands behind me, no matter what. And I'm thankful for them. And I have a band of guys, my band, my amazing band, who stands behind me, and they've become friends. And they support me. And I have amazing fans who support me and give me such love and support and treat me like a friend more than just a singer or an artist that they're a fan of. I have so many people in my life who love me, who've taught me that it really only matters what I think at the end of the day. But it's nice to have that support, and I know that. But even if you don't have a lot of people who are supporting you, the only person that you really need to worry about is yourself. Because once you're happy with who you are, once you're happy, truly happy, you'll be able to find people in your life who will love you. And that lady at the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru who laughed at your stutter won't matter so much. So if anybody out there is struggling with accepting yourself, if you're struggling with self-esteem, if you're struggling with anxiety or anything, I know this is just a video of me talking, but I hope it helps in some way, because I know that I've watched videos of people talking about what they've gone through, and it's helped me a lot. Just random videos that I find on YouTube, and hearing people talk about the struggles they go through makes me realize that I'm not so alone. You're not alone. If you feel alone, please know that you aren't. Because there are people out there, people like me, who know what you're going through. And I may not know you personally, but I know your struggle, and I support you in that struggle. And anybody who watches this who wants somebody to talk to can message me on Facebook, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I love to talk to you guys, and I want to be able to help. And I realized today that I'm lucky enough that being laughed at a drive-thru doesn't bother me as much as it used to 4 years ago. But there are some people out there who may still be struggling, and I want to be able to help. So I know this video is like 10 minutes long. I swore I was going to only make it like 3 or 4, but thank you for watching, and I hope I helped at least one person. There's nothing wrong with you. Everybody has flaws. No one is perfect. And all of your flaws, all of those weird little things about you, they make you who you are. And nobody can take that away from you.